To speak for yourself, presented by Hyundai. Marcellus Swally here. Man, your Acho over there.
What was that?
What does that mean?
He's driving a Hyundai?
Me leaving you in this fresh suit I got on to get to this story right here. Talking about Tom Brady, where the Bucs are now 3-2 after losing to the Bears last night. Brady only threw one touchdown pass, as Acho keeps pointing out, but he still had a chance to drive Tampa to a win late in the fourth quarter. After turning the ball over on downs, he appeared to think he had another play to run, holding up 4 fingers to the ref. Brady said after the game he should have been thinking first down instead of going for more yards. So, Acho, is Tom Brady good enough to carry the Bucs?
No, absolutely not. And it's not an indictment on Tom Brady. He just has never had to train that muscle. Tom Brady has never had to carry a team before. He's had to carry a lack of offensive talent. He's had to carry offensive ineptitude. He's never had to carry a team before. Again, 19 years, 2000 to 2019, the Patriots, number 3 as far as fewest penalties on average. The Bucs last year, the worst, most penalized team. This year, the most penalized team. That means Tom Brady is having to do more. But Tom Brady, Marcellus, he's never really had to do all that. All his Super Bowl years, top 10 scoring defenses, all his Super Bowl wins, that is. Tom Brady, now, yes, the Bucs defense is good this year. They're number 8. But you got to remember, he is having to carry so much. But really, my biggest point, Marcellus, is this. And I'm really going to shoot all my bullets on my first
you
drive,
are blasted.
but it's fine. Tom Brady got too much on his plate. Last week, I'm going to the doctor's office.
Okay.
I'm trying to run into the...
We good?
We good.
We good?
It's my voice. It's my voice.
We good?
I'm going to the doctor's office, bro, and I can't find my AirPods. I pull out my headphone. My AirPod case is empty. I'm running late, though. I had papers in my hand, everything. I open the door to the office. I'm like, I must have left my headphones. They must have fell on the street. I leave the office. I go down. I'm running on the street, looking down, looking down. I go to the car. I open the car door.
Hey! Big fan.
I open my car door. I can't find my headphones. All of a sudden, the music in my ears stopped playing. And I'm like, I have my freaking headphones in my ears.
That's great.
The whole
That's
time.
Funny.
What happened, Marcellus, I had too much on my plate, so I forgot about the little things. How does Tom Brady forget that it's 4th down? Because he has too much on his plate, so he's forgotten about the little things. So Tom Brady is not good enough to carry the Bucs because right now he's got too much on his plate.
Oh, man, that was a... That was a take. I don't know what I should do now, but I need this check. I got to say something. Okay. You know those cameras were on, all those shots you just took at the GOAT, damn you. You know that those cameras are live and they're rolling this for the world's consumption. But, okay, I'm going to be Tom Brady right now. You're Emmanuel Acho as you are. Emmanuel Acho, I have something to say to you.
Talk to me.
What did the 4 fingers say to the face? Slap. Hell, you talking about I got too much on my plate. I am Tom Brady the GOAT. Not too much on my plate. Let me take you to where my responsibilities take me. I'm a father of 4. And I feed them breakfast, dinner. My wife. I'm at work at lunch, but breakfast and dinner. All right, here's the thing. It's not too much on their plates when they're sitting there looking like, I don't know what to do. You know what I hear? What's that? Like, what's taking them so long to process this, to digest this, to go out there and efficiently have this meal is, Daddy, what's that? And I'm like explaining to them because this is Tom Brady, first time sitting there. It ain't too much on his plate. He like, Bruce, Byron, what's that? Like, what is that plate? I've won 6 championships, 6 food eating championships. I know how to eat, but I don't know what this is. And right now, Tom Brady is having a practice for the world's consumption. Everyone's watching Tom Brady figure this out. And it's crazy because when you go to school, what happens when the teacher has questions? Like Tom Brady sitting in class like, okay, I know y'all my students.
That's good.
Everybody else in here.
That's good.
We'll give John Heller the credit because he said that. That's my dog, though. We same mind. But the point is, Tom Brady's sitting there teaching a lesson that he's trying to figure out himself while he instructs everyone. But it's not too much on his plate.
But it is, and you led me to my point, and I don't know if we're saying the same thing yet. 4th and 5, game is on the line. This is where Tom Brady forgets that it's 4th down. There are a couple errors in mine, and I'm going to show you. Think about this. If it's 4th and 5, I just need the first. That's the yard. I just need to get me there. But where are all the receivers? Nobody ran around to the sticks. All the receivers ran a skinny post, a 15, 16-yard dig. So what's that tell me, Marcellus?
What is that?
They didn't call a play to get 4th and 5, and Tom Brady didn't change the play to get them to 4th and 5, to get that first down. Think about this, and this isn't even a debate opinion as much anymore. This is real. You're a smart man. You know this better than me. Tom Brady in New England, if he hears that play come in, it's 4th and 5. Why the heck we running a skinny post on my left, a 15-yard dig on my right, and a 9-yard comeback on my left with the running back check down at 3 yards? No. Tom Brady would have got to the line and been like, you know what? He would have made an audible. He would have changed the play call. He would have called a timeout. He would have said, this doesn't make sense. But because Tom Brady is already overloaded with so much information, he gets up there and all he can do is run the play. He's just like, you know what? Let me just run the play. Tom Brady has too much on his plate because if he didn't, that wouldn't have happened last night. Forgetting his 4th down, Marcellus, although I made a joke on Twitter, it's not an attribution to old age. That's an attribution to excess information. That's an attribution to information overload. Too much to carry.
Too much to carry, you know. It's interesting. It is heavy, you know, the crown that the king wears, the GOAT. Too much to carry, even though Pro Football Focus has him 3rd ranked this year behind Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson.
And what? And what? I'm still waiting for what?
Oh, okay.
No, we got time now.
No.
I let you slide an hour ago. What is Tom Brady ranked 3rd in?
I'm going to give it to you right now. You ready?
Yes.
One of 6 quarterbacks averaging 275 plus.
6. What's he going 3rd in? Go ahead.
We'll get there. 2 touchdown passes plus a game. You want to hear that list?
Sure.
Rodgers, Wilson, Mahomes, Dak, Josh Allen.
Another 6.
Yeah.
6, okay? Because you said 3rd.
So,
okay, America, watch how I got him in the corner. Watch how I got him in his corner.
I don't know what Pro Football Focus does in their laboratory.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
But
he doesn't know.
But I do know that Tom Brady doesn't have too much on his plate. I know that Tom Brady is good enough to carry the Bucs. You know why? Because the team that they're facing in their division to try and snatch the crown from their heads, the New Orleans Saints, have to win this weekend against the Chargers, Monday Night Football, just to keep pace.
Chargers team.
So, hold on. We lost to you, so we know we lose the tiebreaker unless we beat you the second time. However, y'all have to win just to stay with us, and Tom Brady's just finished a glorified preseason in front of the world's consumption. If you look at this team right now, Tom Brady is not the issue. Tom Brady is dealing with information overload by a standard of greatness. He has limited comprehension with his leadership. And usually when you're in that position of leadership and greatness, you have full comprehension to the point where you know how to discern what they're saying and what you should listen to and trust. He's going through that negotiation right now. That's why maybe it sounds like I'm giving him a pass.
No, I think the issue at hand is the issue that all couples go through, which is we're having a communication issue. We did not establish the terms at hand. Good enough to carry the Bucs where? See, I'm answering good enough to carry the Bucs to a Super Bowl. I'm not, okay, great. If you're answering that, then now I have to say you are in fact wrong. I was going to give you a pass. Say that.
Go.
Tom Brady never won a Super Bowl in New England without a bye. Remember, in the NFC, without a bye. He never won a Super Bowl without having a first-round bye.
First-round bye.
First-round bye. Remember, this year, there's only one bye in the NFC. The Bucs are clearly not going to get that. Probably going to the Packers, going to the Seahawks, not going to Tom Brady's Bucs. So when I say good enough to carry them, Marcellus, I'm saying good enough to carry them to a Super Bowl victory. Yeah. This team that Tom Brady is playing with the Bucs, he's not good enough to carry them there. I don't know where you think he's good enough to carry him to.
You ready?
Maybe to a NFC South title, but I don't know where you think he really gonna go.
Okay, let's be real. Packers, Seahawks, San Fran, when they get healthy, we'll see how they play, right? Well, San Fran, you better get healthy because we don't know how it's gonna play out for you right now, and that's a tough division. Packers, what do I see there? Year 2 Aaron Rodgers in this system, continuity. Oh, no wonder you hit the ground running faster than everybody else. Seahawks, continuity plus let Russ cook. Hashtag been going on for years, and now they finally made that transition. But look at that continuity. And then look at old Tom Brady just walking off the streets with rings dragging everywhere and saying, what y'all need? Y'all need something? I got something. Above 500 despite no preseason, no offseason, and this team is just pieced together for Voltron. I'm just telling you, I've been in, let me humbly say this, but brag too. I won the national championship in the 400 meters, and my team.
What year? Because you keep telling me these track stats. No, what year? How old were you?
12, I think it's 12.
He bragging about a stat he won 30 years ago when he was 12.
Al Bundy in the building. Al Bundy in the building. But let me tell you why that's important right here. And we set the national record. Like, fastest 12-year-olds in world history. Because I said national, ain't nobody overseas beating us. So we were the fastest 12-year-olds ever. You know why I bring that up?
Why?
Look at me now. Does it look like I did any of that? But I hit the ground running. Sometimes teams hit the ground running and you bet on them. And I chose putting all this money on the Packers and Seahawks and that little 12-year-old Marcellus Wiley to be fast and make it Olympics. You're losing your money if you continue with those bets. Be careful, big dog. Coming up, we may know why Dallas is struggling. Xavier Woods says you can't expect guys to go full speed all game. We'll get into that comment next. Speak for yourself, presented by Hyundai.